What a world. Welcome to a new episode of the Brand New Show, video podcast episode. As you know, video podcast episodes are on my YouTube channel, Brand New Show YouTube channel. Please go watch videos, man. Subscribe to the podcast channel. Pretty much it's a podcast channel, pretty much. Videos, video podcast channel. Go watch videos. Leave comments, subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Thank you. Also, did a podcast episode today. It's on podcast platforms everywhere. Brand Janeau Show, Janeau. Go and listen to it, man. Listen to it. I also did another one earlier this week, Monday, I think it was. Yeah. So go and listen to those podcasts on podcast platforms everywhere. Like I said, I think last night, you could even hit something on the podcast platforms where it will quickly give you a reminder of when the podcast drops. I think it's like a bell or something. It would be a reminder, or if you want to know when this podcast is dropping, you could hit the bell and it would automatically show when my podcast drops. So drop one a day, drop one Monday. Go listen to both. Halfway point officially. 25 episodes of season 2 is officially done. Can't even explain what my mindset was in season 1 to now. Didn't think that any of this would be transpiring while I'm working so crazy right now. So let's start the show, man. This is from me to you. My new series I just started a couple weeks ago. Really having fun with it, man. It's just more so of me just getting out my inner deeper thoughts, or maybe even, just really being appreciative of where I'm at in my life right now. So shout out to, so thank you for tuning in. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Really appreciate you guys for tuning in to this series. It's a part of the bigger scheme, man, where, you just know what I'm talking about. I don't have to keep saying from me to you, or, this is albums that have impacted my life, or, point of view or random shit, or, question of the week. You would just know it. Because when I start talking, you'd be like, I know what that is, or I know what that is already. So for me to you, it's pretty cool today, man. It's kind of funny. Last night, I posted something about, if this podcast ever, I feel like this podcast is meant for something different. If it's meant for something great, bigger than what I think it will be one day, and it could be big. I appreciate people that is even telling me, I'm doing something that is very inspirational, and other podcasts are showing me love. I really, really appreciate y'all guys, because to even be accepted into the podcast community like I am right now is pretty fucking cool. So I can't even lie, man. This is the first time I feel like I'm doing something that was set out for me, and I was pretty good at it, and I'm actually doing it for me, and it feels good to get love for pretty much being yourself. It's pretty cool. So it's pretty cool. Thank you guys. So yeah, as I've continued to push myself and do things in this podcast and everything like that, I'm starting to get now more and more opportunities. And it's funny because I remember maybe a year or two ago when I was really looking for people to help me to build this podcast, and just give me some advice or something. Like everything you do in life, especially if you want to do something like this, there's gonna come a time where you're gonna have to pay for advertisers, sponsors. I talked about this last week, I think, in one of the videos, where now sponsors and advertisers are coming to me and asking me to join them and be a part of that. Let's partner up, or let's do a partnership. And it's pretty cool, but it's the other side to that, where motherfuckers will just hit you up and be like, they want you to pay. And it's like, why? I'm not paying you. Because it seemed like you, and then they start begging you. That shit just happened to me. I'm like, I'm not paying you money. You fucking kidding me? It seemed like you need me way more than I need you. I'm moving the way I'm moving. Like, my videos might not get crazy views every day, I got 9, I think, from the video I posted Monday. I got 6, I think, from yesterday. But that's cool because it shows. And then I got some that are like 20 views and 30 views. So some days it hits, some days it don't. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna speak on it and do what I gotta do. And the views I do get, I'm blessed to have them. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'm so happy to have them, man. I can't even lie about that, man. I'm very happy and blessed to have those views, man. People that really wanna even listen and tune in, and I appreciate that. Even on this YouTube, I got 19 subscribers. I take it. One day something's gonna pop off, and there's gonna be people that's gonna listen to this, and they're gonna go to the YouTube channel. They're gonna probably type in something question. They're gonna try to look for like a question of the week for somebody else, and one day my shit just pops up, and then they start to like read and listen to what I'm saying and watch it, and then take that very serious. So now they're hooked to it, and that's pretty cool. Sometimes it gets to that point where you you're creating something that even at this time maybe is still in the beginning stages, or still trying to build something, or still trying to formulate what's gonna be, but you're gonna do it, and it's gonna be something special when it's all said and done, because you know it and you feel it, and because you've been looking for it your whole life, and now you finally got it. So it's pretty cool, man. So as far as I'm concerned, man. So this person just hit me up and was like, yeah, we you gotta pay, but then they started like $250. That's like, oh, I don't have that at all, bro. And then like they started begging me to like do it. It's like, listen, man, I'm cool with supporting anybody, but if I say I ain't got no money on me, I ain't got no money on me. So we can't do something just free at this moment, and you acting like I won't remember, because I still to this day will show love to the person that got me into this, that showed me the first true respect and love, man. And that's my guy Pat, and I will always show him love and respect, man, because he shouldn't have done it. He literally was just like, I hit him up one night, and he literally just was like, hit me up Sunday. I think I talked to him Friday. I think I hit him up maybe Sunday. We FaceTimed on there, and then after that, it was on to doing the interview. And I did the interview, and I've gotten so many cool people since then that have tuned in and given me advice and giving me strategies and how to really maneuver and how to work. And I really appreciate that, man. But I always will pay homage and respect to Pat, because he put me on, man. Podcastagram. Go, if you're doing a podcast, man, if you're really trying to do something special, if you're trying to create something, that's the guy, man. Really, really, really solid person, man. He's always, I'm always going to show him love and respect, man, because no matter how far I go with this podcast, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be even doing this like really serious and taking it really serious. So thank you, Pat, man, for real. Because there's real genuine people out here that will just do something out the kindness of their heart because they see something in it. I talked about this on my podcast today, actually. It was, some people just do shit for money, but don't see the opportunity. You'll take the money, but not the opportunity, because you're getting paid less. You're not starting out with the crazy money. So you just say, well, I'm at this job already, I'm pretty good. But yet that opportunity could have been way bigger and way better, because it would have helped you get to your dreams faster. Like I said on the podcast, you could have been a manager at like a department store, but yet somebody rolls in and be like, yo, you could be my understudy, or my understudy on the radio show or something. If you wanted to be in radio, and you just say, I'm being paid here, and I'm not getting paid anything just to be, an understudy, that don't really make no sense. Why would I do that? But yet you're learning from somebody that's in radio. You're taking calls. You're understanding what this is. And so that's what I always wanted to be, was in radio and music. And I always wanted to do music, and I always wanted to be in radio. And I get to combine both of those loves on this podcast. It's funny because I was watching a billionaire talk about it yesterday. He was talking about billionaires. He was talking to billionaires about being billionaires. He was like, everybody said they did it for the love of the money. It's like, that's not true. You didn't do it for the love of the money. You did it because you loved what you were doing. You loved. He was like, I was talking to Mark Cuban, and Mark Cuban was like, oh, I do it for the money. He's like, I love doing it for the money. He was like, no, you don't. He's like, I think that's a lie, because he's like, no, you love technology. then you loved basketball. He was like, so you combined your loves and created something that people just didn't have at that time, and now you're a billionaire. He was like, so you really did it for love of the money, or did you love the two things that at that time in your life you really enjoyed? And that's kind of how I feel. Like, I'm doing something I love, man, and I enjoy it. And I'm not trying to call out anybody for doing what they need to do to, get themselves successful. But at the end of the day, I feel like I got genuine people in this podcast community that y'all make it fucked up for us, that really do things from the bottom of their heart and genuinely want to see people succeed and trying to give them, real respect and lessons. Shout out to my guy, WV, West Virginia, podcast, man. Thank you for that, man. Yesterday, Uncommon Podcast, man. Thank you. Because you really hit me up, man. You really actually was trying to give me advice and talk about how I could build my brand and create more opportunities for my podcast. That's real genuine, because nobody just hit somebody up out the clear blue. And you actually hit me up and was like, yo, I'm going to get in touch with 2 other podcasts so you could do collaborations with them. That's real shit. Like, isn't that shit just, that don't happen. So, and when that don't happen in anybody's job, let alone, a situation where people could easily be like, oh, this is competition. But it's not, because we all independent. We all trying to get to the point that we're at right now. And we all feel like we got stories to tell. And if one person can help us with that story to tell it a little bit bigger, if you got a bigger platform than I do, I would love to be on your platform. Not to be trying to outshine you, but just to show people, like, I have something to say too, and hopefully if your fans fuck with you, hopefully they'll fuck with me too. That's generally how I feel. I don't have no problems with anybody. I really want people to succeed. That's why anytime somebody does hit me up and show me love, I appreciate it, because I send it right back. I'm like, go follow such and such, go do this, go do that, because that's a very important thing. Like tomorrow, if everything goes right and goes as planned, doing a podcast collaboration with my guy, Man Cave. Shout out to you, my guy. Thank you for even giving me that opportunity. I appreciate you. We talked earlier today about what we wanted to do and everything. So thank you. Because like I said, you don't know until you talk to these people, and they could have been seeing your podcast, but then taking it very personal, like, he trying to do what I'm doing. And it could just be easily just like, I'm not trying to be in your lane. I'm just trying to do my own. And instead, like I said, man, I've been getting a lot of love from a lot of people. And I really appreciate that. Shout out to my guys, Good Times with Bad Movies. Shout out to Life Unplugged, Jeremy. We still got to do something, man. My homegirl, Ashley, man, Flow Life podcast, respect and love, I've gotten really, really, really blessed to have a lot of good people that really genuinely want to hit me up and do stuff with me. Grown Man Logic. Shout out to you guys. Hopefully one day we could do something. And I'm just happy, man. I'm very, very happy to, to just be in a position that have people say, I want to reach out and help you, and I want to help do maybe something with you, or even just be around to create something with you. So, like I said, man, I take it very serious, man. I take this podcast very serious, but at the same time, even though I really love doing what I'm doing, and this is what I've always wanted to do, my dream has been to do something like this. I still want to also take it as fun. I don't ever want this to feel like work. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I got a schedule, I got to stick to it. Even though I feel like that, it shouldn't feel like work. It should feel like what I'm doing now. Like, if I get up and I feel like I got something to say, I can bring it to the video, I can bring it to the podcast. And I think that's what enjoying what your career is gets fun. That's what life is supposed to be. That's when life isn't as hard as everybody makes it out to be, because you love what you do and you're doing it at the all-time level that you know you can do it. So and it's still growth. Like I said, I still got so much more to go in my life. I'm not done. I'm not done by no stretch. I'm just beginning, man. I'm just a beginner at this. I don't know everything, but I do know I'm blessed to have the situation I'm in, and I wouldn't trade it for nothing, man. So thank you to everybody, man, that always supports. Like I said, I appreciate you. If you want to do something, I'm always here. I'm never going to run away. I really do appreciate the opportunities. Any opportunity, people. Like I said, man, I'm tired of waiting for people to give me the opportunity. If you're gonna offer me something to help, I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna take it very serious. So, thank you for always supporting me. Thank you for always listening. Thank you for just being there. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow or Friday. Question of the week. That's how I gotta think about it. So I'll talk to you guys. I'll talk to you guys Friday, hopefully, and hopefully tomorrow sooner than that, because hopefully if we do this podcast collaboration, I will definitely hit you guys up soon. So see y'all soon, and peace.